When my sister Sara called me a beggar in front of everyone on my wedding day and poured wine on my gown, she thought she had ruined me. She insulted the simply dressed man standing beside me, calling him a servant, but she didn't know that the man she was calling a servant was actually the owner of the biggest tech company in California and my soon-to-be husband. One phone call, and Sarah's pride turned to ashes in a single minute. Hello, I am Julia. I am now 30 years old and live in California. But my story begins 10 years ago. Sara and I are stepsisters. Sara was always beautiful, was our father's favorite, and believed that she alone had the right to all the good things in the world. Our family was middle class. After our mother passed away, my father remarried, and Sara came into our lives. After that, my life shrank into a corner of the house. Sara always wore expensive clothes, while I went to school wearing the clothes she had outgrown. At the age of 25, I started working at a small cafe. There, I met Alex. Alex always came on an old bicycle, wore a simple t-shirt, and would sit in the corner working for hours on his old laptop. He was very quiet and polite. Slowly, we started talking. "Julia, what is your dream?" Alex asked one day. Smiling, I said, "A home where no one disrespects me. And yours?" Looking into my eyes, he said, "A life partner who loves me not for my money, but for my heart." We fell in love. But when I told my family about Alex, Sara made fun of me. "Julia, you chose someone as poor as you? You're walking around with a guy who looks like a servant? Look at my boyfriend. He's the son of a well-known businessman in this city." I didn't care. Alex and I decided to get married. Alex told me, "Julia, I want to have the wedding at a large farmhouse owned by my friend, but I will come there as a regular employee. Do you have any problem with that?" I didn't care about his money, so I agreed. The wedding day arrived. Our wedding had been arranged at a very expensive and luxurious resort in California. When Sara and my stepmother arrived there, they were shocked. Whose place is this? How did this poor Alex manage to book it? Sara was burning with jealousy. She had assumed that my wedding would take place in some cheap temple. The ceremony was about to begin. I was very happy in my white gown. Alex was in a simple suit. He had arrived a bit late. As soon as Sara saw him, she said loudly in front of all the guests, "Oh, our servant has arrived. Hey you, go bring me some juice. After all, my sister must have chosen you for this kind of work, right?" Silence fell over the entire hall. The guests began whispering among themselves. Alex smiled calmly and said, "I'm not here to serve juice. I'm here to hold Julia's hand." Hearing this, Sara went furious. She poured the red wine in her hand directly onto my white wedding gown. "Julia, this expensive resort is not for you. You're not even worthy of that gown. I'm marrying the owner's son of this resort this very year, and you might be able to get a job here as a cleaner." Tears began to fall from my eyes. My father stood at a distance, just watching the scene. Sara continued, "Alex, if you're really something, then show it. But you're just an ordinary software coding servant." Alex took out a handkerchief from his pocket and wiped my tears. Then he took out his phone and made a call. "Marks, open the gate and let everyone in. Let's start the show." Within moments, the large door at the back of the hall opened. Cameras from California's biggest media houses and the city's prestigious figures walked in. Sara's boyfriend David, who was the son of a big businessman, was also there. As soon as David entered, he went straight to Alex, bowed his head and said, "Sir, please forgive me. I didn't know your wedding was today. My father and I are honored to invest in your company." Sara was shocked, as if struck by lightning. "David, why are you calling this servant sir? He's just Julia's poor boyfriend." Looking at Sara, David said loudly, "Be quiet, Sara. Do you even know who you're talking to? He is not a servant. He is Alex Hilton, the owner of California's biggest tech company, Global Connect, and the owner of this resort. And all the expenses of today's wedding were not paid by him. This resort gifted it to him. Sara's face went pale. My stepmother and father didn't even have the courage to speak. Alex walked up to Sara and said, "Sara, you dreamed of marrying David, didn't you? David's father's company is just a small subcontractor of my company. With a single phone call, I could bring David's family to the streets. But I won't do that, because I'm not as low as you." Then Alex turned to me. "Juliya, I told you, I want someone who loves me not for my money, but for my heart. You loved me as an ordinary man for 10 years. Now the world will see you as the queen of my empire." I looked at Sara, who had spilled wine on my gown. I said, "Sara, today you may have ruined my gown, but you brightened my destiny. From now on, you don't need to call me Didi anymore, because the doors of my home are closed to you forever." I got married to Alex wearing that same wine-stained gown. It became the most talked about wedding in California's history. Sara and David's relationship ended that very day because out of fear of Alex, David left Sara. Today I am 30 years old. Alex and I are happy. What I have learned is this: sometimes staying silent does not mean weakness. It is the calm before a great storm. Do not judge a person by their clothes or profession, but by their intentions, because the one you think is a servant may have the potential to become your master.